welcome back to How to Renovate. I'm Tyler Fever with Terra Firm Ministry, and we're back at Shady Lane on a beautiful sunny day. So we've got lots to update you on. We've been doing some painting on the trims on the outside. We've got drywall hung on the inside. We've got casings and baseboard up on the inside. We've grinded the floor smooth. So what we'll do is we'll just take you on a quick tour. Okay, so we've been really lucky. We've had a little stretch of good weather, so we've actually been able to start painting all the fascia boards and the trims. You can see this is the original primed color that it comes. We're going to go with a black paint on the trims. You can see behind the gutters how nicely it kind of ties into the gutters. Also, when you come over to the front of the house, you've got that steel, you've got that black band, and then you've got the hardy. It's just a nice flow. It also really makes the windows stand out with another piece of black in there. Okay, so as you can see, we've been really busy. Last session we had the everything was insulated. Well, you can see now everything has been drywalled, everything has been taped, mudded, sanded. We're basically prepped out for paint. All the trims have gone up. They've all been caulked, sanded, and filled. So we're in really good shape here. You can also see that the floor has been ground down. Remember last time it had kind of that marble on it. We do have a few cracks in it. We're going to put an anti-fracture membrane down before we put our final finished floor on it. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're at floor finishing on the main level where the concrete is. And then once that's done, the painter's going to come back and start spraying everything out. So we'll do a quick tour with you and show you around a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, this sample board was made up by the flooring company. This is what the actual floor will look like in the end. What we've had to do with the self-leveling is, because it rippled a bit on us at the pour and at the stage, is we've actually come in and ground down the top of it so that we can get a good clean working surface. Now it's exposed quite a few hairline cracks, so what we need to do now is we need to put an anti-fracture membrane down. And what that will do will prevent our actual finished product from cracking. So it needs a mesh, it needs an epoxy to go over top of the existing concrete, and then we can start the process of doing the final product. Now you can see this is a man-made product. It's basically a plastic and concrete mixture. They use a dye to get some of the coloring in there, and then obviously it's hand troweled to give it that concrete look. They'll also put some basically like faux expansion joints in to make it really genuinely look like concrete. So I'm really excited to see the outcome of that. So we'll keep you posted on how the slab prep goes, and we'll show you the finished product when we get there. Okay, so I'm just going to explain to you a little bit about drywall. I know it's a very simple system, but a lot of people might want to know how it's done. So basically, once it's screwed off, you're going to have your raw drywall, then you're going to have your screws exposed. Now, the taping part is when they come in and they actually put the mud in. This is the drywall mud that they've used. You can see this is the screw is just a small little round part in the middle. They cover the screw and they keep it a little bit larger so you don't just have that little round. It's kind of feathered out, it makes it nice and smooth. So when the paint goes on, you don't have all these little bumps from just trying to fill in the screw. So when you're going to do filling, if you're trying to do it on your own, I always recommend hiring a company, but if it's just small little stuff, you can try doing it on your own. It takes a little bit of skill, it is an art, but just a pointer, just try and get a little bit more mud around it, do a bit bigger spread, sand it lightly, and you're gonna get a nice finish. But again, hire somebody, it's way easier. Now on the other side, I'll show you what a corner bead is. So this is basically an outside corner in a house. So you're gonna have these all over the place. You're gonna have them around skylights, you're gonna have them on outside corners in bedrooms and hallways. So it's a couple of trips to finish this. One is to put the corner bead on with the mud, the paper gets pushed in the mud, it dries. Second trip is another coat of mud to fan it out. There's a sand, and then there's a final coat and a polish. So that's what's going to give you that really nice finish. You can see this is the corner bead, but the mud runs all the way over to the side of the window. So basically what he's done is this sticks out, but he's created a nice smooth recess on a very slight angle back to finish this off. So what you don't want to do is put your corner bead on and then just put a little bit of mud here. What's going to happen is when you go to do your trims and everything, you're actually going to have a dent in the wall. This is going to poke out and then it's going to stick back. So if you get a nice big fan on that, when you come to do baseboards and trims, everything's going to stay nice and square. So they did a really good job. Everything's really nice and smooth, and we're pretty much ready for paint. As you can see, the painter's been in and he started prepping out the trim work. On the miters, he adds filler so that this joint becomes nice and smooth. Now you can see they don't add a whole lot to it. It's just enough to get a little bit inside the gap where the miters are. And you can also see he's got the nail holes filled. Now there's not a ton of filler on there. There's just enough to fill the hole, and again, he leaves a little bit of extra. Now if you come over here, you can see This one has been sanded. So you can see how much was on it when it was rough and how little is left when it's finished. So this has all been sanded. This one's ready for paint. You can also see where the casing meets the wall. They've run caulking down there to fill that joint. And also, if you look where the two boards meet, he's also run a bead of caulking down the inside. So when this is painted out, there's gonna be no gaps, no cracks. It's all gonna look one piece. It's gonna be sprayed out. It's gonna look fantastic. There's not a whole lot of intricate detail in this house. I wanted to keep everything flat and simple. Everything's gonna be kind of clean lines, simple cabinetry. So instead of having a really ornate kind of trim, we just wanted to pop a bit of a trim around the windows, or basically kind of picture frame it. So it just shows. I mean, again, this is all gonna be white. The wall's gonna be white, but they're gonna be different basically finishes. The ceiling's gonna be a flat, the walls are gonna be like an eggshell, and then the trims are gonna be a semi-gloss. So you're still gonna get a contrast between each element, but it's not gonna stand out. So that's what we wanna do. We wanna keep everything clean, subtle, and very kind of modern. Okay, we're gonna take on a little tour. Everything looks a little different now through the camera. You can see the walls are up and stuff. So we'll just start downstairs. This is kind of our main living space. We're in the living room right now. Behind me, you can see the entry door. It's kind of nice. You can see the doors around the closet now. That's kind of our finished product, you know, minus the paint. That'll be an entry closet door for us. Again, we kind of got the island in the middle here. We've got the fridge, freezer, and stove, so you can kind of really see how the layout's going to start. On this side, you can kind of see now we've got the wall up, the mechanical room, the door there. You're going to have a pantry, some more cabinetry space looking out the window, more pantries on this side, and the laundry room behind us. So come on in, I'll show you the laundry room. Along this wall, we're going to have a bunch of pantries and storage in here. Behind these doors, we've got the mechanical room. It's actually turned out to be a really good size. We've got the venting, everything up to the roof, so it's all prepped. We just need the boiler put in, and the vacuum is going to go in there as well. And then backing up a little further here towards you guys, we've got a deep freeze going in here. We've got the laundry sink and some cabinetry going above the walls. And at the end here, we've got a washer and a dryer. So it's kind of like a utility room. Underneath the window, eventually we're going to have a little bench seat with some more storage. So it'll be good. The kids come from outside, they're in a mud room, and toss the dirty clothes into the laundry, and away you go. So that's basically the laundry mechanical area. All right, so coming from the laundry room on this side, you come back through the kitchen, and down this little hallway is the master bedroom. This is that powder room that we've got downstairs just for guest use. This closet will actually become the little wine cellar with a beer fridge, and then you're coming into the master bedroom. Basically, you can see again now the size of it. The board's been put up. We've wired in for TV and sound in the master bedroom. On this side, we have one walk-in closet. Beside the walk-in closet, we now have the bathroom. It's a little bit dark. We don't have a light in here yet, so it's going to be a little tough to see. But we've got the shower in. You can see the toilet roughed in. So it's really getting close. We've got a few more things to do, and we'll be moving in no time. Okay, so coming back out of the master bedroom, we come around again through the entryway. Down the little hall we've created. Again, there's those corner beads I was telling you about. And back into the garage. So the garage has been all boarded up. It's all ready to go as well. We still have the poly down because of the polished concrete. We kind of use it as a bit of a storage room so that the flooring can get ground out and prepped out inside the house. So there's a few things out here that are still going to go in the house, but it's really come along. Okay, so that does it for the garage. Let's go upstairs and we'll check out the bonus room. It's pretty cool, actually. You should see the roof lines. Okay, so here we go. We got the bonus room done. Again, you can see the trims and everything are on. It's just, I love this room. I just love the way it turned out. I love the light. Well, if you can see out the windows right now, you can see the trees out the front, beautiful greenery out the back, but basically kind of an angled roof line. It gets away from that square, typical, you know, 12 by 12 room with the square roof to the square walls. Just the way everything kind of rolls off, the lighting. This railing here that we have against the stairs is just temporary. That's basically work safe. We don't want anybody falling off while they're drywalling or painting or putting on moldings. So this will eventually get replaced by a glass railing along the edge. Obviously you don't want to have any of your finished material in when there's people boarding and painting and stuff like that. So just a temporary safety measure to keep everybody safe. Okay, so now we're coming upstairs to where all the living space is. We've got the girls' rooms, we've got the guest room, and then we've got the loft. So come on down, we'll have a look at the loft and the skylight. So as you can see, we're in the loft area, and this is got to be the best part of the house. This skylight was the best idea I've ever come up with. The amount of light that comes through here, We can be sitting here in the middle of the day, it can be cloudy, and this place is lit up. It's perfect. Once we get that white paint on here and all that light reflects the whole way down, it's just a beautiful, beautiful feature. Now the exposed truss that you see kind of coming in and out of the drywall, that will get cased in a nice fir, like a finished fir, to match the posts and the fir exposure we're having downstairs, so it's all going to blend together. It just turned out really, really well. Actually, kind of above my expectations. It's just a beautiful kind of thing to look at. It's a neat detail that you don't see in every house. So yeah, really happy with the turnout. Okay, so working back from the loft now, basically this is going to be kind of the family room area. We've got it wired again for speakers. There's a TV on that side. We'll have a couple of couches up here. So this will be just kind of like casual kind of family hangout area. The living room will be downstairs. Okay, so coming back down the hallway from the loft, on my left, your right, is the guest bathroom. Believe it or not, this is actually where the old kitchen used to be. Now a beautiful bathroom, or will be a beautiful bathroom. Coming further back down the hall now, we're back into the girls' bedrooms. So coming into this one, we've got my oldest daughter Sophia's room. And then this is kind of a cool feature. The girls love this because they run back and forth between the rooms. We've got the Jack and Jill bathroom. So girls' vanity here, they got the tub and the toilet. And then we come a little further and we're into my youngest daughter's bedroom. And it's, I can already see it. They've been running around playing. It's going to be a great little spot for them. We went with big French door closet doors so that you can open it up. We can have proper closet organizers in there for all their clothes. Pocket doors on both sides to give them privacy. Coming back out of Ava's room, we're back into the hallway. And this will be basically a guest bedroom. We're going to set it up. So we have company over, we'll have a bed here. We're also going to set up two small little desks area here for the girls for future studies. So they both can have a computer and they'll have a couple of drawers. So basically between this little notch and the walls will be a countertop, a couple of desks. We've got it all wired for computers and phones and all sorts of stuff. And there'll be a bed in here for any guests that want to crash over a night of drinking some wine and beers. Okay, so coming out of the guest room, we're back into the hallway. You can see the hallway is a little bit wider than normal. We just wanted to give it that open feel again. We wanted high ceilings, we wanted open spaces. And actually this was our designer's idea, was to come up with a bit of a wider hallway. It's a really nice feel. And then it's same with the stairs. The stairs are a little bit wider than normal. Again, just to give it that open kind of feel. You don't want to feel like you're coming up these tight, narrow corridors. So it all flows throughout the house.